Hey guys, just going to go over some trades today. Pre-market, where it's at. Misread something at the open. If you look at APM right here, you'll see that it's going down. If you need a little larger trend confirmation, start looking at the 5 minute. And what you're seeing is the highest volume was early, and then the lower volumes, and then it breaks down some more, and now it's possibly regaining, and then you're going to start looking at some 1 minute. So I took a couple trades here, and then took one more right there on APM just a couple minutes ago. What we're going to do is look at PAGE, see what it did today, so you understand what it did. And it just can't do everything you want. It's 28 million shares, but it did some perfect moves in pre. I'm going to go ahead and draw. I think it was 55 cents. Let me go ahead and put that horizontal line there, and then there was a 75 cent right here, and then it was like $1.08. I think I'm gonna just put it as high as I can, so don't get too angry about that. All right, so if you look at what happened here, and I think I shot this a little earlier today on a cell phone though, so I apologize. And congrats for everybody got RVSN. Wasn't under my radar. I'll tell you why it should have been, and why that was the better trade today. So basically, the stock comes up. I think it hesitated here, bounced, and then it comes down, then it comes up, bounce here, and then it breaks that level, tests that level, breaks that level, but cannot break this level right here. Let me try to find a different color that looks a little bit better. Yeah, right there. So it can't break that. So it's just breaking down. If it does, obviously later today, you set some alerts, you'll see alert right over here, and also for another high. So when it's downtrending, what I'm doing is I'm putting alerts at these little peaks all the time, because it's going to have to break a peak before it goes up. And what I'm looking for is this, and maybe a higher low, maybe here if this continued. But otherwise, it's just downtrending from that level that it just won't. Stock buyers just doesn't think it's worth more than 90 cents. And if they're not that, so you shouldn't be agreeing as well. We're going to go ahead to here we go, AASIP. So I did a little trade right here. I did like killer. I think I'm going to have to just get away from open. It's nice and volatile sometimes, but this is a day runner. This is what, this is why I don't do like the afternoon VWAP hold high of the day, because they can have all these trades and then just too much seller pressure, especially this one that's been running for, I think yesterday to today. And right here, it maxed out right here. Let me go look at a 5 minute before the open, because the 5 minute before the open actually looked pretty good. It went up, came down, up, down, and then up one more time. And then right here, it did look like it was going to make the move on 2 time frames. For some reason, I did not get exactly the trade I wanted at 860, because I think it ran right before the open, and then I don't take the trade. I like a little stop loss. And then what I was looking for is a retrend here when it started stabilizing a little bit. It didn't break, so no big deal. Didn't take that trade, but I did take a trade when it was coming down, because they'll pop up 10 cents all the time, and I just missed it. No big deal. If I would have held it, so my trade's like a 10 up, 30 cent down, and if I'd have held it, I'd be eating losses right now. So right now, you finally see some up. So if you're going to take a trade, it would be this one coming up right here at the 699 level. So if you went at 699, let's take a quick, see if this even do it. We'll see if it does it. Get in the trade. We'll just see if it takes the trade by the time of this finish this conversation. All right, so we're gonna go back here, look at meds. We're looking here for it to break. It didn't. And all I did not do, did not even see this. I think somebody mentioned it in the room. This went bonkers. Now, this looks all nice and big right now, but it was just this small this morning, and it made 2 perfect launch pads. So if you zoom in here, this is where that whole party started. So we're going to come up here and draw it down here, and draw it down here. So that would have been that one. Then obviously this is the next level. It had to break right here, and it went to a perfect target 1. And then you'll see, look, a big pullback, and then just a lot of activity. These are 5 minute candles. Let me go to 1 minute, see if you can see a little more detail. And then it comes up here, hits target 1, tests it, and comes down. But what you're seeing is you're seeing a larger launch pad, and then the next launch pads are skinnier. So basically that's why I like it after a major pullback. This pretty big pullback, but not really going down as much to build up enough steam to make this big run. This did a nice pullback, tested right here on this one right here and went up. So I'll draw what I see right here. If you want to see it, I would actually take a trade right now, right at this level right here as well, because it looks like it's going to try at the 410 level. So you can try at 415, and it's already made that move. So we'll see if it can come back and make that move again. But right here, you're looking at these little moves right here, big, small, and then it gets a little more trendy. It did break that 410 level. So it could continue, and if not, I'm just going to have to take this order off. And if it does, good job. Basically what you're doing is you're seeing this stair step real quick up here. Okay, that trade still took. So it came down and got my break, and it went right back up and took that trade right in front of you. And then we're going to go over here, and where's the ASIP? So this trade's still making some decisions here if it's worth stair stepping up. That would have been a better entry at the 690, but really don't like a stock. I can just drag with Webull. I can just drag it to break even, and you can do that very easy and just get out of a trade if you don't think it's going to go. Otherwise, it's pretty much on an uptrend for me. I'm just going to see if I can just break even, get out of the trade. I want to take that in front of people just so you see that some of these, if they don't really go, so I'm out of the trade. I broke even. It's probably still going to run here, but no big deal, because a break even is just as good as not taking a loss. So if it breaks here, we're going to put alert here while we're still talking. Right here at 710, if it can break that again here. And you can do some of those with size, because the traffic on this one's just maniacal today. So we'll see if you can break that one. Basically what you want to do is you want to let it peak out, come back down, and then break that level. So right here, 703 entry would be good. And then STRC, I saw this early in the market too. Right here, was making the exact same shape, just a lot less volume. But when the stock market did open, it's just not like what we're used to. And but you'll see 1 run up, 2 run ups, 3 run ups, and then you'll see it break down. So it really started from the bottom and worked itself up to a top. And now right here, you'll see that same thing right up here, pulls back down, and then it's just going to be a slow grinder from here, the same level it was testing here. So basically they had some more shares down here for somebody to buy, so they took them. Let me do the fibs on this. And if it could take a little longer ride to do it, but you'll see when it did that same level, it did do that before. But the traffic is definitely still somewhere else, which is RVSN. Let's see where that's at. Okay, I did take that one trade that we took. You saw that, went right up to the 415, came back down, but it's still looking pretty strong here, and it's rebuilding some strength to go again. So really, you just want to hold tight. You probably want to sit there and hold tight like here, or if you want to take a preemptive trade, you can take a trade right here. It'll probably go right in front of us. And it's just a lot of selling pressure, because now all these people can sell and make money. So when you chase, these people that took this trade are eventually getting out, and the shorters that are renting other people's stocks that are in the stock as well. So you definitely want to be looking at this. And this is usually where it comes down. It does 3 little run-ups, tests a little area, and then fails again. So what you could do is if you had stocks to trade, sorry if I'm going a little bit extra, and you can come right here on our RVSN, and we can check a resistance level of 536. So we'll come up here, 536, and we'll look at one more level, see where it's at. That was the 410 level. So yeah, that 410 level was the other level. That was the one I said right here. And you can eventually tell that because it just pops over it. So we're going to draw that trend level right here. We're going to change the color so we see it. And basically what you're doing is right here is just going through levels the whole time, all the way up. And this is probably going to be a test and a fail, but it does this 3 little run-ups at a certain angle. And what you're noticing is the volume on this. Let's look at a 5-minute. What you'll see is the volume on the 5 still looks pretty strong. But we'll see if it's strong enough to continue, and it looks like it is for a little bit, but we will see shortly. So definitely that trade we should have took a couple seconds ago, but no big deal. Just wanted to help y'all out. Y'all have a great day, okay? Thank you so much.